My favorite food. Oh, I have a list actually.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull this down.
So today's the big day. About 10, 11 days ago, we picked up Josh from the airport, and now it's time to send him back. So we got a early morning train ride. Josh, how are you hanging in there, man? Good?
Good, I'm tired.
现在要搭高铁过去桃园那边。在那边你可以跟他聊一下。他一开始来台湾，我又问他3个问题，现在要重新再问，看看有什么改变，有什么差别。Look at that. Okay, so guys, we have made it to the airport. Josh took an eternity to check in because he couldn't do it online. We waited in time. Therefore, once again, this happens every time we're short on time. 我原来想要多一点的时间跟他访问还有聊天but it looks like we don't have that time. So 我们要做一个传统的事情，我每一次带家人回去的时候，我们都会吃 Burger King. Why? I do not know. One day it started, Brad wanted it, so I'm gonna get him to get some Burger King because this is what we do. And then we'll have just a few minutes to talk about your time here in Taiwan. Okay, Josh? So let's get some Whoppers. Your last meal is gonna be Burger King.
Yeah, my last meal in 15 hours. I'm ready for this.
So Josh, your time here in Taiwan is done. Felt like the other day, you walked in the airport, you guys shared the moment with us on a live stream. We went lots of places. And just a short recap, we spent time up in the northern part. We went hiking, we went climbing up those rocks. Then we had a really fun day all in Taipei, going from the old to the new. We had lots of food in between. Then you rode some bikes through pineapple fields here in Jianghua. You had hot pot. You have gone through Taichung City. You've gone through Jianghua City. Endless amounts of Taiwanese food. We went climbing Hehuanshan Mountain, biked the Merida event. You saw Sun Moon Lake, and you've done much more. That's just a little bit. So watching the series, if you guys want to go back, 你们可以多看我们和他一起的冒险。Just on a simple way, like what do you know about Taiwan? Now, what is your reality about Taiwan? Like what is Taiwan for you now that you've been here?
First off, I've got to say, I'm so thoroughly impressed with how nice everyone in Taiwan is. I am so full. I literally ate everything that I possibly could stomach.
What are your expectations for Taiwan?
Ooh, that's good. Obviously food.
Did we meet, undermeet, or surpass your expectations, and how?
Oh, surpassed my expectations. I literally never would have guessed that Taiwan was the way that it is.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful country. I learned so much here, and yeah, it just was an amazing cultural experience. Obviously,
people in the United States have heard of Taiwan, but they don't really know much about it, really. You know, they know it's an island. They don't know what it's built of, from scenery to the people. After a week now, what has changed in your understanding of what Taiwan is?
I thought at first it was just an island. So when you think island in the United States, you think, oh, I'm going to the beach, it's gonna be sunny. Taiwan is rugged, it's rocky. The mountains are impressive. You can go from sea level to, 11,000 feet in one day. Less than that, a couple hours.
Currently, what's your favorite Taiwanese food?
I mean, the only thing I've really eaten here is the zhongli beef noodles.
And what's been your favorite dish?
My favorite food. Oh, I have a list actually.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull this out.
Here we go. I like that.
Okay. So, Chonghua Bing.
Chonghua Bing.
Yeah, Bing. Yeah, Chonghua Bing. Well, I think about that every morning. I dream about those. Toguo, of course. Never go wrong with toguo. Such a good eating experience. Mijang. Mijang Wansui. Yeah, Mijang. Man, that stuff is amazing. I wish I could have it in the United States.
He actually had it almost every morning.
Yeah.
So, that's amazing.
Yeah. And then obviously, I love sweets. I love the shui hua bing.
Okay.
That was
the mango one, right?
The mango one. Oof. So good. Unfortunately, I wasn't here during the main mango season.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna maybe have to come back and get some fresh Taiwanese mangoes.
I like that. I might have to come back for the next burrito race. I told you part of my plan, my diabolic scheme, was to turn you into a foodie.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel you did? When you first came, you weren't like me when you walk and try, but eventually I feel like you warmed up to the idea of just, number one, it's fun, but number two, it's accessible and affordable here in Taiwan to be a foodie. How did I do in converting you to foodieism? 吃货ism.
So actually, funny enough, I toured Taipei yesterday without Xiaobei here. And I noticed I was always looking at all the little food options and just searching for things to eat.
1 out of 100, where you put your Chinese now, and what are you hoping it would be at the end of this trip? Okay.
So actually, I'll give myself a 34. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So by the end of it, Logan thinks I can get to, 50 out of 100.
Josh 之前有学过中文，传教跟我一样，他有在大学有学过了。What, you haven't really spoken for 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, I think it's still work in progress, but I will say I think we did achieve our goal. I think I'm about 70%. I found that I could understand most things people were saying, especially on the bike ride. I literally was riding an 85-kilometer race with a bunch of guys who didn't speak any English to me, and we were able to communicate and finish that race as a team, and that was super awesome.
Obviously, Josh is a big scenic guy. He's traveled from Iceland this year to Europe, all over the place, and he loves the mountains.
I gotta say, that first day, the hike where we were scaling the rock, that was like an experience that I've only had maybe once in the United States. Huangshan. That was beautiful, super beautiful. I liked Guguang. I honestly liked the bike race more than I expected. I thought it was just gonna be like the biggest challenge of my life. And honestly, it was one of the funnest things I've done. And mountain biking in Taiwan, surprisingly enough, it was really good.
Good.
Like, it wasn't too bad. And it was so cool to be able to take a bike that was built in Taiwan and ride it right next to the factory. Just being here and experiencing the culture overall, that was my favorite.
What was the most memorable and deepest impression on your trip here?
Ooh, that's a deep question. This one might throw you off a little bit.
Okay.
So, Xiaobei, you guys often think of him as like a big, foodie, bike, travel, vlog style person. But I think the biggest impression I had was how awesome of a person Xiaobei is. He prepared this whole entire trip for me. Him and his wife and his family welcomed me into their home. He's such a good dad. He's an excellent dad. Yeah.
I'm even a dad to him. Ask him how many dad moments. Come on, Josh.
Yeah,
come on.
lots of dad
mode right on this guy.
Yeah, he went dad mode on me. I think that was a big impression, and it was a different side of Logan that I don't normally see, since we haven't seen each other in such a long time, and that was something special to me.
It's been a blast. I'm excited for round 2. We've got an awesome friendship, and we want to show more of that to you guys. So otherwise, speaking of dad mode, I've got to get out of here, and you've got to get on your foot. See, you haven't even had your food. Josh, eat your food. When you're sitting down, you got to eat your food, okay? Don't just waste your time. It's food time. Otherwise, guys, then we're going to call this a wrap. Thank you so much for joining, and I think you all know what to say. 喝一杯，快乐一杯，米浆万岁。